Obviously, I get a lot of my ideas when I'm riding in the car, so I was riding and taking care of business. Some of y'all have seen the other video that I dropped where I broke down a new property that we built in no financing, so we running it up. And I'm paying attention to what the sentiment is on a regular basis on social media, how I interact with people in real life, and obviously, as we reviewed last night, we reviewed the video where it was Melissa Ford, Ebony K. Williams, um, Elle Varner, I think that's what her name is, and then the chick that Michael B. Jordan dissed when she tried to interview him, and he remembered her from her past and how it is that she treated him, right? And I think that that was the big thing, right? It was a bunch of women up there, and when I looked at that, because my editor clipped it up and he dropped it this afternoon on After Hours. And when I looked at that video and I started re-reviewing it, not just about what they saying, but I started paying attention to everything. I looked at every single detail, and that kind of gave me my insight behind why I wanted to have this conversation with y'all tonight. And more importantly, why I wanted to speak to my women. It's a lot of women that rock with me, especially on the Millionaire Morning Show. It's a lot of people that rock with me in a lot of different spaces, but I really, really need to speak to my women today because I'm going to outline a list of demands that men have. I'm going to speak on behalf of my fellas. Now, I don't know about these simps. I don't know about the rest of these guys over here. All I can do is speak to my tribe, my people, my bag chasers, the men that I coach on a regular basis, the guys that's making a lot of money, right? And they don't necessarily have no kids, and they are at the top of their field, and they come to me and they say, Anton, I do want to be married, but I'm not sure that I'll be able to marry a black woman. We're gonna have some real truth tonight. We're really going to get, because I want to just give you solutions in addition to holding you accountable. I hold my guys accountable all the time, but they don't necessarily complain because by the time they get to me, they realizing that they're looking for the results, and so they're not looking to fight back. And when I get on coaching calls sometimes and, we have a conversation, and the conversations are you exchanging with me what your thoughts are, me exchanging with you what my thoughts are, and I'm trying to understand you. But once I start talking to you, I'm not really looking for you to explain to me why you think what you think. I'm looking for you to listen. You got two ears and one mouth for a reason. And so I come to you with love tonight. And even in love, sometimes you have to chastise those that you love. And you're doing it not because you want to, not because you want to see them go through things, but because you don't want to see them go through things. And so I'd rather let you fail in a controlled environment and let you get uncomfortable around me rather you go into the world and you have to suffer as a result of it. I mean, I don't know how many videos that I come across or come into my inbox on a regular basis, and it's some chick that's saying that she getting D'd down by another dude that don't even care nothing about her. He ain't got no resources. She young, dumb, and full of you know what it is. And then all of a sudden, when she hit a certain age, because this is something that happens on a regular basis, two things that women are focused on when they're younger. They focused on their careers, and they focused on having a hot girl summer as much as they possibly can. And so they're not focused on you. They genuinely are not focused on you. They're not focused on us. Let me revise that. They're not focused on us. Because I think that I'm a great representation of what an average black man is sort of like. Now, never mind the Rolex, never mind my mindset, never mind the amount of money that I make, because you going to look at me and you going to say, well, the average black man makes this, right? But again, I teach my guys, don't even vet a woman based off of where she is at this moment. Vet a woman based off of where she's going to be and whether or not she's going to qualify for where you're trying to go. Because women often say that they don't want to date based off of potential, right? And men don't want to be used. We don't want to be misused. We don't mind being used because we want to take care of you and we genuinely love you. Listen, if we didn't love you, we would not want to get married. Think about it. If we didn't love you, we would not want to get married. But this is somewhat of a civil war. And they keep saying, hey, we shouldn't be warring, and we should just love each other. It's hard to love on somebody that got a knife behind their back, and the minute that you turn your back, they're going to stab you in it. Now, Anton, where did you get that analogy from? Because people tell you that they love you all the time. I mean, it's the person that you lay next to every day. That then is the person that take you to child support court. It's the person that leverage the kids against you. It's the person that call you nothing, say you ain't S, and all of this other type of stuff. How can you say that about a person that we don't even say that about family members? That's wrong. We don't say that about the crackhead that's in our family. We don't say that about the pedo, the one that we know like the little girls. He just never got past the point to where he would actually do something, or we would let our kids be around them for an extended period of time. We don't even talk to them like that, because we genuinely love them. And although we don't care for the way that they are, we understand them. And so we meet them with love, even if we trying to chastise them, or we giving them this come to Jesus moment, or we having this rectification of whatever it is that they going through at the time. We meet them with love. It's people that you ain't never had your back before in your entire life. They don't care nothing about you. But you know what you do? You give them grace. You give them space. You love them through it. We got people in our own family that will do us the dirtiest. They will sell us for a pack of cigarettes. It's friends that you got that's in your circle that if anything ever went down, they would sell you out for a corned beef sandwich and a Coke. Add extra pickles, even though pickles ain't necessarily supposed to be on a corned beef sandwich. As a matter of fact, remove the pickles, add sauerkraut, and then throw some mustard and Russian on there. They'll sell you out for that. You can be down with them for your whole life, and they will sell you out. So you can't tell me that you love us when at the same time, every time that we hold you accountable, or every time that we have a conversation and we express to you what we don't like about what you got going on, you call us gay, and you know we not gay, right? You say we want each other. You say who hurt you. You don't know nothing about us. Come on. Stop. You know, you got all of these ad hominem attacks. You want to see us down dirty. You want to see us down bad. But then at the same time, you asking a question and saying where all of the good black men are. They're right in front of you. You skipped over them. You didn't think that they was cool enough. Remember when you had your boyfriend picking you up from school because he was older and he was out of school, and all of the high school guys that was actually your age and would have been a great catch for you was checking for you and you didn't want to rock with him? Remember that? Now that guy has went on to become a married man, or he's become successful, and he's successfully single, meaning that he has options, but he chooses to continue to reinvest in himself, and he's patient enough to not let whatever it is that y'all preaching to them in this simp chronicles that y'all got going over there to deter him from what his purpose is. And so he's patiently waiting for the person that he's supposed to get with. And it was supposed to be you. You're supposed to be next to us. We loved you, but you never loved us back. And then you want to ask us who hurt us, as though you really care. If there was somebody that hurt us, then you wouldn't care anyway. It would just make you feel better because you just want to see us down bad. And how can you tell me that you love me when you asking a rhetorical question and you're not even really interested in the answer? You say that because you think that that's going to hurt us. You say that because you think that that's going to shut us up. You say that because you trying to be hateful towards us. Yet we supposed to be your step baby daddies for a kid that's not even ours.